So it was kind of a guided question I asked your coach this morning about you, and he said he's a pro. He's always going to be where you need him to be. Just talk about kind of your mentality going into this camp and this year in particular.
Right. I mean, I think to be honest, I attack it the same way I always do. Is to come to work and be a pro, and that's why I like it here is because everyone kind of has that same approach, and the guys I'm blessed, to be able to work with the guys I work with every day, the coaches. And everybody in the organization is taking that next step, within themselves to come to work, be a pro, and just to get that 1% better every day. So
there've been a lot of changes since last season. You're still here in a prominent position. What does that say about your role and how you feel about it?
First off, it's a blessing. Second of all, I take a lot of pride in that. The fact that my work ethic and how I carry myself. And a lot of that is, self pride. You know what I mean? And that's just how I've always carried myself. And then added on the fact that I just want to be there, and be a presence and be productive for my teammates and my team. So.
Did you ever expect when you were drafted that you would stick with this team through year 5? I know you probably hoped that would be the case, but and play so many different positions and roles for this team.
Right. I mean, I could have never imagined, my rookie year, being, kind of where I am now, and I just, have the utmost respect for, the guys in this building, and I appreciate them for even putting me on this platform to be able to, play, in meaningful games, at these different roles, and I'm gonna just take that and run with it, wherever I'm needed, that's where I'm gonna play, and I'm be productive there. I'm gonna ball out wherever.
We talk about how you evolved. How do you see this team and this defense evolve in the last, what is it, 5 years now?
Right. I mean, you can see the confidence. Every year I've seen the confidence is going, up and up and up every year. Especially this year, and I'm not talking about like a cocky confidence at all. I'm talking about just guys who are sure of themselves, guys who know what they're doing and know how to make plays within the scheme of the defense and play together. And we all have that, that camaraderie on defense, and we know each other's playing styles and how to play off of each other. So confidence in each other, confidence that when we take the field, we know exactly what's going on. We know exactly in what instances can you help your brother, in what instances can you be there for a teammate, or what time is it for you to make your play. So it's a timing thing. You know what I mean?
Does bringing in C.J. and Cam have some of that's part of the reason why you feel like you do, that they've brought you into this team?
Oh, for sure, man. Having Cam here, man, and C.J., man, they're two, really productive, vet guys coming from, two, successful teams in their own right. So just having them guys in here, man, they come to work every day, man, and grind, and we compete with each other, and and bounce ideas off of each other all the time. So it's good having those guys in the building for sure. Hey man, yeah, y'all brought it here.
I'm curious how your roles kind of changed, like in the locker room, like as like a mentor, like a lot of new faces in that secondary, new cornerbacks. But you kind of, like, you're a glue guy that's been here a long time. You kind of taking on a different role, kind of acclimating guys into it.
Right. I mean, I'm always there. I guess that's definitely a role I play, but I'm always around, for guys, who, especially some of the new guys, some of the young guys, man, we got a lot of super talented young guys in the building right now. So to be able to, kind of guide them on the mental side and the scheme side of what we're doing, and then you combine that with, a lot of guys' God-given ability and work ethic in here, man, it's beautiful to, to see. So I'm having fun, growing myself, and I'm having fun watching those guys grow.
What do you think helped you stick? Because not a lot of guys stick. Coaching change, position changes, a new contract after a rookie year. Like, what do you think's helped you stick here?
I stay within my, I stay within myself. I take it a day at a time, and I know what I can do, and I know what my capabilities are, and I'm confident in myself and my own right. And so whenever I'm out there on the field, I'm thinking win. Like, I win the rep. Whoever I'm lining up against, I need to win the rep. Like whatever it is. So I take a lot of pride in that. I study more than. I put so much work into studying my craft and studying our opponent. Man, it's just so by the time we end up playing, like, it's second nature. So that's all I got for you.
Just one thing, how do you prepare to play as many roles as you play in game day? Prepare to play, the stuff that Coach Candy was talking about.
Yeah. Study. You gotta stay in your book. You gotta stay in the film room and just, and just know you got to go over, every situation I could possibly be in as a corner. Then you got to start all over again and do the whole film session over in every situation I could possibly be in as a nickel or a safety. And so it's definitely a lot more studying, a lot more, time in the film room, but that's something that I pride myself on as a pro to come in here and do. So.
Last one, guys.
Do you focus on trying to fight for a starting position? I mean, with all of the changes and the additions, or how do you approach it? I mean, when you think of every day in camp and reps and how the season looks for you to start, or do you just kind of rely on, I'm going to just fight to be a guy who can fill any role when they need me?
Right. I mean, as you guys know, this is my 5th year, and, I take a lot of, I'm a competitor. You know what I mean? I feel like if you asking me, I feel like, at some point, I should be out there. But at the same time, like, I know that there's only so much that, I can control myself. So I'm going to just go out there and be the best Will Harris that I can be. You know what I'm saying? When 25 is out there, be a guy who's reliable, be a guy who's, flying around making plays. And then after that, as long as I do that, you know what I'm saying, in my eyes, I feel like I've done my part, and then I'll let the chips fall where they may. So, yes, sir. Y'all got it. All right, appreciate it, guys.
Good to see you back out there, and obviously the handshakes, the energy, bringing all that back to practice. Just how scary it was last week when it first happened, and then your reaction when you knew it wasn't as serious.
No comment. Next.
Just talk about the impact of practice and how fun that was.
I never missed practice. I was out there every day.
But taking part in the locker room.
I'm part of practice every day. I'm mentally in practice. I don't think you understand what type of guy you got here. I ain't missed nothing. I ain't miss a practice. I ain't miss a rep. I'm still out there. My teammates still see me. One thing people gotta understand, this game of football, sometimes it ain't about being the best physically. Sometimes you gotta be the best mentally. So long as my teammates know I'm there out there helping them, coaching them, I don't really care about what you say about be back at. I'm always at practice.
Difference between physical reps and mental?
Yes, it is.
I mean, get those physical reps then.
Well, I mean, physical reps, you've seen it. I don't have to keep talking about how physical talented I am. You see what I'm saying? I'm here to lead. So you keep saying I'm missing practice, I ain't missing not a beat. Next question.
Young guys, there's guys, young guys stepping on Brian.
Yeah.
Curve. What have you seen from the
Nah, man, I love what they doing. They're trending up. I think the thing we gotta understand is, like, this is just the beginning of something. And, like, you gotta be able to put yourself first when it comes to your work. Like, this team, it's a team game, but when you want to get better, you gotta be able to, am I gonna be for this man? Am I gonna be better for this man? So the moment you have step, but I haven't seen that from nobody out there. So I think the young guys have really took heed to what AG and Dan is preaching, and even me, and they getting behind us. So I think leading by example and just doing the mental reps. It ain't always about physical. People always get it misconstrued. The more you can mentally get in the building before, that stuff means a lot. And I think that's the improvement I'm seeing from the young guys.
How supportive was your teammates for you though when you went down? How did they come?
They also, but I told them don't hang their head. I'm still in the building. I'm here at 6 o'clock every day. I'm gonna beat you in the building regardless if I'm hurt or not hurt. And I think that's the level and the standard that I was raised up in with Dan and AG before they got here. So I think that still needs to stay there, no matter where we're at. So they took it as somebody needs to step up. And the whole team stepped up. That's how I feel, I said, we're trending up.
How important is it for you to be a guy that's still out there every day?
It's important. It's very important because I'm contagious. I'm like the flu. It's going to go through your body. It's either you get it or you don't get it. And that's not because I'm cocky. It's not because, no, it's because I'm confident in my job. I'm confident with my coaches and my teammates and my trainers and my strength staffs are doing for me and teaching me. So I think that's why,
You guys have got some new pieces in that second. Where do you think you guys have made the biggest gains here?
We're understanding each other. We ain't never played with each other. We ain't never played a down of football with each other. That doesn't count. Until we go out there in a regular season game and see what we can do, but that's not gonna come. So we gotta understand what we can do now as young guys, old guys, because it's a young team. You expect a lot, but just give us time, let us work.
Like that could be a moment, possibly, obviously when you went down and everything. Can that be a moment to change the mentality, to bring y'all together?
No.
You never missed a beat at all, bro. You're looking at a defense you haven't had nothing.
When a guy go down, next man up. That's at every place you've been at. So for that, if you're thinking about, oh, we got, bro, I ain't played a single snap with none of them boys. So you shouldn't feel no type of way. You should be ready for me to get back to practice and ready for you to, because I don't got a job right now, as in like I don't have a starting job. So I go every day to make sure I can try to go get me a starting job. And I think that's the challenge when I went down, go earn it. It's not giving, go earn it.
Hey, it's about those young DBs. I think we can obviously see the influence you have on the defense. When you get those side days with Jameson Williams, are you giving him that C.J. flu as well?
Jameson just a sick person in general. Like, and I'm not talking about in the bad way. He's just his own type of player. But like, when you can explain to a guy like him, the players you've been around that's been in his position, he understands the magnitude, which he already understood it. It's just now that somebody's bringing it to you from a different position, I ain't lying, I'm ready for him to play. I don't know about y'all, but he's one of the best receivers in the game right now. You got to give him his flowers. And if you don't, we'll see when he gets off. God forbid what happens, but that's his situation. Not talking about it, but working out with him every day, J-Mo ready. Don't worry about it. He ready.
C.J., how was Brian?
Great. It felt like Malcolm Jenkins and C.D. Deuce when I was young, or Von Bell and C.D. Deuce when I was young. I feel like Brian is, like I said, trending up. I'm not a coach. Only thing I can do is say, good job, bro, and let's get back to it. The more you make plays, you know this, and the fans know this. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help you get better and take it to the next level.
There was a day last week where the offense had its way. You weren't out there, but they had their defense comes out today and kind of has their way. I mean, what does it say about the way?
Play football. Play football is what practice for. You can score 35 times straight in practice, but if they can't score 35 straight times in the game, you've done your job. So I feel like that day, it's practice. It's meant for them to, it's meant to be a tug-of-war battle. If they not beating us, something wrong. If we're not beating them, something wrong. I mean, we're not fighting to get better.
Hey, CJ, I walked up late. I'm sure you addressed this, but just how good is it to avoid serious injuries?
Oh, I ain't talking about that. Next comment. I'm good.